Fit out my ring, fuck what you think, I did the love for this shit. You the love for this shit, yeah. I did a lot for this shit.
Well, welcome to my, it's not a hike, but it sure is an outdoor walk. Hope everyone's doing well today. I got this really handy dandy camera here. It's really awesome. So I can hold my phone and record for you guys. I love coming out here, going on walks and stuff. Never been out here specifically, but just going outside in general. Really love it. It's the best. And then that's just super cool. Super cool camera. Of course, focused on my face, and then turn back around, flips it for me, and just look at all that. Look at all that nature. Wow, it's so beautiful and so quiet too. Like you can just hear the birds and a little bit of some cars, of course. I do not like how it smells out here though. It smells crazy out here. It smells like honestly smells like a porta potty kind of. It smells like a porta potty out here. It smells really bad. I don't know if that's because of that bathroom that's down over there that's not working, or if it's just because I'm outside over here specifically. Look at that. Well, I never thought I'd be doing it, but look, we got some vlogging action. Some vlogging action going on here. You know what I really love about this camera? And I got a tripod too. Got a tripod to that bit too. So I can just set it down. Oh. Let me have it track my face. It's hard to tell. Sometimes, hold on. I always do this, and because I'm just now kind of working it, getting an understanding of it. If I wanted to track my face or anything like that, I could just connect on it with my phone, connect to the app, join it. And then I could just have it. I'm just waiting for it to load here. Oh, here we go. It's going. So, let's see. Oh, I can have it zoom in on me. Look at that. Isn't that nice? That's a nice view. Views from the, oh, that can change it. See, I'm over here messing with it and I'm getting an understanding of it with you guys. So I'm experiencing it while you guys are experiencing this very beautiful view over here, of course. I hope everyone's doing good, having a great week. Well, really a start to their week because it's a Monday. So I guess it's all depending on when I decide to upload this video. Hopefully within the next couple of days, because it's going to be a lot easier for me to be able to record. What does the fast and slow do? I'm trying to follow. What does it follow me? Is it following me? No. That's fine. It's really cool. Really cool camera. But I cannot beat the smell that's outside right now. The smell is crazy. It smells like... there we go. It smelled like as if we was like back on the farm, back in the farm in Montana. That's what it kind of can do a little bit of everything. I never had a camera like this before, so it's really cool. Or any camera in general, besides my handy dandy iPhone. So, really cool, really reliable. Yeah. What time is it? It's 8:34. We're gonna walk a little further. Not too far because the gates close at 9. I still see like 2 other cars out there. So unless I see like a person that's walking back, I'm not gonna turn around. I'm gonna keep going. We're gonna keep walking. I just love the high definition here, like, and then the quality of the mic, you guys are gonna love that. Or not, if you don't like hearing me talk. So I guess it's all perspective here, isn't it? This is nice. I could do this like in the morning, a little morning jog. Of course, I don't have the right shoes for this. Maybe it'll just be a morning walk. Get my steps in, literally. Shout out my homie Drizzy, because he said, get your steps in. He said, you gotta get 10,000 steps in if you're trying to burn that weight. You know, if you want to be average, of course, it'd be like 5,000. But if you want to do that above average, so you'll be able to get some calories burning, get that 10,000 steps in. it's so nice, like hearing the birds and seeing them and everything. It's really cool. So I usually drive out like way past over there, and that's where I go hike. I just started driving out over here to hike. Usually I'm out near the gorge, so it's really nice coming out over here. It lets me know that I have options, you know, like I don't have to be worried about anything. I don't have to be worried about, oh, like, am I gonna run out of this place to hike to, this spot to hike to? And honestly, some of them take you in circles, like near the gorge. Some of the places can take you in a circle. Takes you in like a giant circle, of course. And you can choose different paths, but if you know the right paths, you can hike in a giant circle and end back to where like you parked your car. And so that's really convenient for me. But usually if I just want to be out like for hours and hours, I'll get that hike in at like early in the morning, super early. Super good to go early and then leave later, because you ain't got to worry about all the people you might see if you like to hike solo dolo. If anyone on here likes to hike, you know, maybe it's just me. Look at that. Isn't that just awesome? What time is it? It's 37. We're going to turn back around shortly soon. Let me see if we can catch those birds flying. No? Oh, I don't think it can. Hold on. This camera is really cool. I can change of course, the quality on it and everything. It's really, really awesome. I'm trying to... I can change like the FPS and I was about to say frames per second, and I just said frames per second, but yeah, you can change all kinds of things on there. Really cool. Hold on. See if we can catch it. No? Oh yeah, we got those birds doing that. Yeah. Really nice. Really cool. Oh, we got a bird show here? Awesome. Yeah, we got a bird show going on here. A little fly show. Show off the best wings. Super nice if there was like some deer out here. I'd probably complete this walk. Wish there was more water over there. It looks like it's kind of drying up. And then look at that, the grand finale. It's crazy. Look at that, I got 14 minutes on this, man. I'm over here, we're getting some camera time on here, some good camera time. It's so weird because a lot of the time, I don't really like vlogging, because that's not really what I feel like what I want my expertise to be. Like, I don't want to be sitting on a camera. Hold on. Sitting on a camera just talking. Sometimes I don't think about like doing that because I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. It's like that negative stuff. That's why I'd be like, you know, I shouldn't listen to any of that. Like, if you have something negative to say about yourself, like, and you know it's not a good, like a positive thing to say, why are you gonna put it out there? You ain't gotta say that. Come on, we gotta think nothing but positive thoughts over here. We gotta have nothing but a positive mindset. So, you know, whenever I have moments of doubt, I don't even get in that kind of mode where I want to sit and be sad. I'm like, we got to go do something. We can't just sit here and be sad. We can't sit here and sulk. You know, when I played football, whenever we had like a loss, like you can only really process it within that 24 hours. So after you lost that Saturday, you know, that Sunday, you got to watch film. And so it's like, at that point, you got to own up to some of your responsibilities and some of the things you either did good or did wrong. And so I guess I look at that with just life in general. Like, sometimes you have the good, sometimes you have the bad, and sometimes you have the ugly. And it's just about, what are you going to do to move forward? What are you going to do to keep going? I think a lot of that, but that can be hard, you know? Like, that's been hard for me before. Like, when I didn't play, or when I just was having a lot of issues with not seeing family when I was gone. Like, that can be really hard for somebody. And so a simple, you know, stay focused is not, that sometimes that can't help. Sometimes people need more than that, you know? Sometimes they need someone that they can talk to, someone that they can spend time with and, you know, can help them out. That's why mental health is so important, and that's why I want to get on here to let people know how important that is, because I feel like it's a lot easier for people to get on the internet and to lose sight of the good things that can come out of just like life in general. You know, you have a lot of negativity on there, and I feel like you don't have a lot of really positive people who really, everyone's looking at each other like, okay, why am I gonna listen to you if you don't have this amount of money, or these amount of chains, or these amount of cars? I feel like we gotta revert back to some things and be like, okay, you know, it's okay to have education. It's okay for people to want to be educated, to want to have ideas, to want to build things, to want to create better resources for things, even all kinds of things. And so it's really important that I come on here to let people know that you're not alone. First of all, you're not alone. You know, you're not the only person. There's many other people who feel like this. Many other people who have moments of like depression, huge moments of depression. Maybe it can last for months, years. Some people maybe days, some people maybe a few hours. And so I feel like we're living in an era where we're just now acknowledging some of those problems. I won't even say problems, but some of those deep unanswered questions, and the trauma that has affected maybe even your parents before you and your grandparents. And so, because a lot of people don't understand that generational trauma is a thing. You know, you might have anxiety from your dad, and your dad might have had anxiety from his grandfather, you know? And so, or same with your mother. If your mother had issues with high anxiety, or maybe even depression, and that's something that affects the child later on. There's a lot of things that we have to look at that and account for when it comes to that. And it's really, really, really important. When I took developmental psychology, they talked about that a lot, about how a lot of those certain triggers are not, I won't say triggers, but traits, you could say. Certain traits are passed down from the parents onto the child, even with how a parent eats, you know? So if, you know, if the man in the family if they eat unhealthy foods and they have a son and he does the same thing, he more than likely probably die within the same time his father died. It's really odd. Not odd, but interesting. Interesting because I feel like a lot of people need that awareness and need to be taught those things. You know, mind you, we're still growing. You know, we're still learning as a society. And if it's anything, I would say people are being kind of dumbed down now, where they don't want you to know that information. They don't want you to ask questions. And you should want to ask questions. You should want to do research. You should want to get to know things and get a better understanding of them, because I'm telling you, you're going to miss out. You're going to miss out. You know, I never wanted to be the person that would always say stuff and be misinformed. You know, I always wanted to be as informed as possible. But not even just that, I never wanted to be a person that's wanted to have power over other people or be aggressive towards another person. I've just never wanted to do that. And of course, that could have a lot to do with upbringing. Everyone's different, you know? Everyone is different. Everyone who grows up with different dynamics and coping mechanisms and even moments of fight or flight. A lot of people have moments of that. And so it's really important. I stress that it's very imperative that we work on those things and that we work on being a team, if it's anything. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, I'm over here. I'm trying to show you guys a good view before that sun go down. Thanks for listening to me talk. I don't know. Sometimes I'll be wondering, like, am I talking about something that's like important? You know, do people really be caring? And I feel like, honestly, it just doesn't even matter anymore. I don't think it matters anymore because half the stuff on the internet don't be making no sense. And, you know, somebody is watching this and is like, you right. And so I'm not going to sit over here and again, be in those moments of doubt and be like, oh, I can't do this. Because I just made 22 minutes of film walking around here talking to y'all. And part of me is like, do I even want to edit this? I'll probably not edit it. I'll probably just send it as it is, because this is just quality nature and just uncut, real, raw Xavier Z. And yeah, that's it from me. I hope everyone takes care of themselves, and hope you guys had a good walk yourselves too. If not, I hope you enjoyed this walk. And I hope you guys have a good one. And stay blessed. Peace.
You don't love me. It's like switcher. Would you tell me it was down if it was ugly? Yeah, okay. Say, baby, this is champagne, this is bubbly. Okay, how you digging on my heart? I thought you dug me. 4-2, pull more into 4-2. I'm the down, feel like Julio, ay.